the young and the restless spoilers. Welcome back to the channel Y&R family. Today is a wild day to be a fan of the show, and we have so much to unpack. Grab your coffee or your tea, because we need to talk about the absolute insanity that just went down on our screens. If you're ready to dive deep into the latest Genoa City and Las Vegas chaos, hit that like button and let's get straight into it. I cannot believe they actually went there. I am literally shaking as I type this late at night because my mind is completely blown by what we just witnessed. Are you kidding me right now? I need to just vent for a second before I even try to logically explain what happened, because my emotions are all over the place. We all knew Matt Clark was a monster, okay? We knew he was unhinged. We knew he had this sick obsession with destroying the Newman family. But this was on a completely different level of psychological warfare. I'm sorry, but I have been watching this show religiously since 2015, and I have seen a lot of villains come and go. I've seen kidnappings. I've seen explosions. I've seen people faking their own deaths. But the pure, unadulterated evil that Matt Clark just unleashed on Adam Newman in that abandoned Las Vegas basement is going to haunt me for weeks. Am I the only one who had to pause the screen just to catch my breath? Because it was intense. It was too much. But also, it was incredible television. So let's set the scene, because the atmosphere alone was enough to give me nightmares. We are back in that grimy, dark, abandoned basement on the outskirts of Las Vegas. The lighting is terrible. The air feels heavy even through the screen, and you just know nothing good is going to happen here. And there is Matt Clark. He doesn't have a weapon drawn in the traditional sense. He's not beating Adam to a pulp. And honestly, that makes it so much worse, because Matt is playing a game of psychological torture that is so twisted it makes my skin crawl. He is standing there looking so smug, so completely in control, while Adam, our Adam, the guy who usually has a plan for everything, the guy who survived being Spider in the Vegas underground, is backed into a corner. And what is Matt's weapon of choice? Fentanyl. Yes, the exact same lethal drug that he used to poison Nick. The same drug that had Nick writhing in agony, fighting for his life just moments before. Wait, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's talk about the ultimatum, because this is where the writers absolutely ripped my heart out and stomped on it. Matt looks Adam dead in the eye and tells him that he has to inject the fentanyl himself. He has to do it to himself. And if he doesn't, Matt is going to blow up the gas station. You know, the gas station where Sharon and Noah are currently being secretly monitored. The gas station where Adam just managed to unchain them. Matt has it rigged, or at least he's convincing Adam he does. And this is where I just started screaming at my TV, because Matt knows exactly what he is doing. He knows he can't break Adam with physical pain. Adam has endured too much for that. But threatening Sharon, threatening his nephew Noah, threatening the family that Adam has spent his entire life trying to protect and earn the love of, that is Adam's Achilles heel. I know some people are loving this villain era for Matt, but personally, I want to jump through the screen and strangle him. He is exploiting Adam's deepest vulnerability, his desperate, tragic love for his family. And let's just pause and appreciate the sheer irony of this situation. Adam Newman, the eternal black sheep, the outcast, the one Victor constantly belittles, the one Nick constantly judges, the one Victoria treats like dirt. And what does Adam do when the chips are down? He sacrifices himself. He doesn't even hesitate. He looks at that needle. He knows it's filled with the same poison that almost killed his golden boy brother. And he makes the choice to take it to save Sharon and Noah. I mean, Come on, give Mark Grossman the Emmy right now. The micro expressions on his face, the fear, the resignation, the fierce protective instinct, it was a masterclass in acting. Let's really unpack the Nick and Adam dynamic here, because it is the core of this entire tragedy. For years, decades even, Nick has been the standard that Adam could never reach in Victor's eyes. Nick gets the grace. Nick gets the forgiveness. Nick gets the benefit of the doubt. And Adam gets the suspicion. Adam gets treated like a ticking time bomb. Yet, when Nick is lying there, dying from the tainted drugs, who is the one moving heaven and earth to save him? Adam. And when Matt gives Adam the ultimate twisted choice, your life and sanity, for Nick's family, Adam doesn't say, let Nick deal with it. He takes the hit. He literally takes the needle. It is such a profound, heartbreaking testament to Adam's character. He wants to be a good brother so badly. He wants to prove that he is not the monster everyone says he is. And Matt Clark weaponized that exact desire. He took Adam's desperate need for redemption and turned it into a weapon of mass destruction. It's brilliant writing, but it is so painful to watch. But watching him actually do it, nope, I hated it. I hated every single second of it, but I couldn't look away. You could see the exact moment Adam's soul just fractured. He takes the drug, and then the real horror show begins, because Matt doesn't just leave. No, that would be too easy. Matt stays to watch. He wants a front row seat to the destruction of the most arrogant, calculating Newman of them all. He stands there with this sickening, triumphant smirk on his face as the fentanyl hits Adam's system. And you guys, the way they filmed this sequence was terrifying. The camera angles got all distorted. The sound design got muffled and echoey, putting us right inside Adam's head as his reality started to warp. And let's dive deeper into those hallucinations, because the visual storytelling was insane. As the fentanyl took over, you could see Adam battling his own inner demons. I bet he was seeing flashes of everything he's lost. Flashes of baby Ava, flashes of his past sins, flashes of Victor turning his back on him. When you are given a drug like that, your darkest fears come alive. Matt wasn't just making him high, he was trapping Adam in a prison of his own mind. Adam's eyes, they were wide, terrified, darting around the empty basement like it was filled with ghosts. He was swatting at things that weren't there, his breathing was erratic, and he was completely stripped of that cool, calm, collected Adam Newman swagger. To see a character who relies so heavily on his intellect be reduced to a trembling, hallucinating mess on a dirty basement floor. I mean, I have no words. It is the ultimate degradation. The spider persona, that dark, resilient part of him that survived Vegas all those years ago, was trying to claw its way to the surface to maintain control. But the drug is too strong. It's fentanyl. It's destroying his mind in real time. Adam starts losing his grip, stumbling, his eyes losing focus. He is completely stripped of his dignity, his power, his intellect, everything that makes Adam Newman who he is, just melting away into this chaotic, drug-induced haze. And Matt is just eating it up. He is literally gloating. He is mocking Adam, watching this proud man become a slave to a chemical substance right before his eyes. I felt sick to my stomach. I was crying, I was angry, I was typing furiously in my group chats like, someone get down there and save him. And Matt, I just can't get over Matt's face. He didn't just want Adam dead. Death is too quick. Death is an escape. Matt wanted to see Adam humiliated. He wanted to see the great Adam Newman reduced to a junkie begging for relief. He wanted to shatter the Newman ego. When Matt leaned in and whispered those taunts while Adam was losing his grip on reality, I felt a physical chill go down my spine. It's one thing to be a soap villain who shoots someone or steals their money. It is a completely different level of evil to force a man to chemically destroy his own brain just to save the people he loves. It's sadistic. It's purely sadistic. Remember when they tried to do a drug addiction storyline with other characters in the past? Yeah, didn't work then either. At least not with this level of visceral impact, because this isn't a slow descent into addiction. This is a forced chemical lobotomy as a form of torture. It's brutal, and it makes me so incredibly angry at the rest of the Newman family. Where is Victor while his son is literally sacrificing his sanity in a basement? Oh, right, Victor is busy in Genoa City blackmailing Phyllis with fake AI emails. Really, Victor? Your sons are dying in the desert, and you're playing corporate games with Phyllis? I swear, if Victor doesn't grovel at Adam's feet after this, I am going to riot. Adam is giving up his mind, his body, his literal life to save Nick's family, while Victor is treating him like an afterthought. It makes my blood boil. And what about Chelsea? My heart aches for her. I know she just showed up in Vegas and found out about Adam kissing Riza, and she is furious. But if she walks into that basement and sees what Matt has done to him, oh my God, the Chatham fans are going to need therapy after this week, because Chelsea knows what it's like to lose control. She knows the darkness. If she sees Adam broken like this, hallucinating, out of his mind on fentanyl, I don't even know how they come back from this. Will this trauma bond them forever? Or will it push Adam so far into the spider persona that he never comes back? I am terrified, you guys. I am legitimately terrified for his character arc. Am I the only one who thinks this is going to change Adam forever? You don't just bounce back from being forced to inject fentanyl by a psychopath. Even if he survives, and he has to survive, he's Adam freaking Newman. The psychological scars are going to be massive. He is going to have PTSD. He might actually develop a real addiction from this. And I don't know if I can handle watching Adam struggle with substance abuse on top of everything else he deals with. He just lost baby Ava with Sally. He's dealing with Chelsea's insecurities. He's fighting for his place in the family. And now this, the writers are just piling the trauma on him, and I need them to give my guy a break. But at the same time, I kind of love it. I know that sounds contradictory, and I am definitely contradicting myself right now because I'm just so emotional. But this is the kind of high-stakes soap opera drama that we live for. This is why we tune in every single day. The stakes have never been higher. Matt Clark has officially cemented himself as one of the most vile, effective villains in Y&R history. He didn't just hurt Adam physically, he broke him mentally. He took away his control, which is the one thing Adam values above all else.